Demolition Man!
A hulking physique, a monstrous right hand,
Oh, again!
Beautiful, man.
and knee strikes that sent many to a universe where gravity takes the night off. Alistair Overeem's K-1 kickboxing career was short, sweet, and packed with sinister beatdowns of opponents who were far superior in skill, experience, and stature. In today's video, we recap the most destructive kickboxing performances of the Demolition Man. In 2008, Overeem locked horns in an epic clash of titans with bad boy Badr Hari, who had been calling him out for months. Call the devil and he appears. As soon as the fight started, Overeem charged forward like a raging bull
Техника защитная. Попадает. Вот.
and cleaned his opponent's clock with a potent blow.
Есть. И цепанул.
After Badr cleared the cobwebs, he swung for the fences, hoping to score a Hail Mary KO. But Overeem put an end to his foe's miserable night with a counter left.
Закрывает глаза Бадр Хари. Обратили внимание?
3 months later, Overeem lost to Remy Bunchowski, but he bounced back into the win column in the 2009 K-1 Grand Prix qualifier against Peter Aerts. Overeem dropped Aerts with the first blow of the night. After Aerts returned to his feet, Overeem blasted him with a knee and threw him away like a failed New Year's resolution. Aerts finally woke up late in the 3rd minute to produce some action. But Overeem had an equal and opposite reaction. Aerts started round 2 with a nice combination of punches and low kicks. Overeem's response was once again ferocious. Aerts drew first blood in round 3 as well. But Overeem's power continued to drown the veteran in a sea of troubles. After 3 rounds of battle, Overeem won by a comfortable decision and moved on to the quarterfinals of the tournament, where he faced Kyokushin legend Everton Teixeira. The Brazilian started the fight with a low kick before adding a few more to tenderize the Reem's beef shank. Moments later, Overeem stuffed Teixeira with a hellish knee to the face, sending him on a one-way trip to the Shadow Realm.
Before he even hit the canvas. That was just violence.
In the semifinal, he battled an old foe in the shape of Badr Hari, who fought with a chip on his shoulder, gunning to prove that he was better than the horse meat-eating monster who was standing across the ring. Refusing to let his KO loss to Overeem dictate the course of action, Hari came out firing on all cylinders.
Jab a little bit. There you go.
The firefight continued, with Badr attacking the body.
Toothbrush, it is electrifying. Body shots, body rip again from Hari.
And then dropping the colossal Overeem with a thunderous right hand. The only thing Reem beat that night was a 10 count, because as soon as he got up, Hari threw the kitchen sink, as well as the entire house at him. Reem survived the initial flurry, but the second one had him on roller skates, forcing the referee to pull the trigger.
Here it comes, boom! Inside, he does the chicken dance, and it was over.
After suffering a tough defeat at the hands of Badr Hari, the combat sports royalty made Sevad Podorak pay for the Dutch-Moroccan sins. Podorak had a ballistic start to the fight as he connected with his supersonic combinations, Overeem was patient, but when he connected, Podolak momentarily lost track of his whereabouts. Podolak beat the 10 count, but only to get brutalized with a couple of earth-shattering combinations that sent him packing. Six months later, Overeem returned to face Ben Edwards in the 2010 K-1 World Grand Prix round of 16. Edwards opened the fight like a house on fire.
Edwards goes to the body. Uppercut.
But Overeem was up for the challenge and dropped Edwards with a big right hand.
Backed into a corner. Oh, the big cover.
Beautiful counterfight then.
Once Edwards got up, a firefight ensued, raising the temperatures across the arena. Moments later, Overeem cornered the Aussie and dropped him like a sack of potatoes with another right hand.
Oh, again.
Beautiful, man.
Credit where it's due. Edwards returned to his feet once again and continued to launch haymakers. But a third knockdown with a right hand sealed the show for the Dutch legend.
How do you get up? It's over. It's good night, Irene.
In the quarterfinals of the tournament, Overeem battled Tyrone Spong, who drew first blood by taking the aerial route and launching a left hook that rattled the Demolition Man. The Dutchman weathered the storm but was still dazed, and Tyrone made a good fist of it by tagging his foe with combinations. Overeem returned blow for blow in round 2 before putting Spong on rubber legs with a left and right combo. Reem fed Spong with a buffet of fists and kicks, with a knee to the face being the appetizer. After softening Spong up, Overeem produced the biggest moment of the fight. Overeem continued to punish his opponent until the end of the round, and he was declared the winner by a unanimous decision. In the semifinals, Overeem faced Turkish Tyson Gökhan Saki and almost faced an early exit when he was dropped with a spinning head kick. Saki continued to stick and move while tagging Overeem with shots to the breadbasket and upstairs. Overeem took a ton of punishment, but badly damaged Saki with a single strike. In the second minute, Saki momentarily rattled Overeem with another spinning head kick. While Saki was landing more strikes, Overeem was striking his foe with the more damaging ones, and early in the third minute, he broke Saki's arm with a monstrous body kick. Saki refused to continue, and Overeem marched on to the finals, facing an old foe in the form of Peter Aerts. Overeem came out guns blazing, detonating nuclear punches on Aerts' face.
Alistair starts aggressively. Big right hand from the ring.
Late in round 1, Overeem shifted to 5th gear and blasted the legend until he was badly rocked.
Unloading on him. Aerts is rocked. Aerts is rocked. Aerts is rocked.
Aerts failed to beat the 10 count, and Overeem was crowned the 2010 K-1 World Grand Prix champion.
History in the making here tonight. As I said earlier, the first man ever to hold MMA world title and K1 World Grand Prix champion.
A decade later, Overeem parted ways with the UFC, and he returned to kickboxing, facing Badr Hari in a trilogy for the ages at Glory Kickboxing in 2022. With both men having won a fight each, the third one had bragging rights on the line, and neither wanted to lose. Both fighters charged into the ring with guns blazing as Hari landed big shots in a classic stance.
Big right hand.
Fight week.
Oh, big low kick.
While Overeem opted for an unorthodox approach that leaned a bit into the MMA playbook.
Overeem trying to switch stances, big clubbing shots.
Round 2 was kicking galore as Hari unleashed a barrage of body and high kicks, as well as punches and bunches.
Oh, another big low kick from Potter.
Out of the blue, Overeem threw an uppercut that was wicked enough to wobble Hari, who somehow managed to keep both feet in the game. Hari's tank started running low in the 3rd round as Overeem launched a wild flurry that hit him like a freight train.
Big right again from the ring. Potter's in trouble. Potter's out. Potter's down.
The bad boy pulled himself upright on the brink of an 8 count, but as soon as he got up, Overeem deposited him back onto the mat, where Hari milked every second of the count, rising at the 11th hour. The last seconds ticked away as the two warriors exchanged blows like a furious conversation that refused to end. After 3 rounds of war, Overeem was declared the winner by a decision.
Alistair Overeem!
Unfortunately, the fight was ruled a no contest after Overeem failed a drug test. That was the final kickboxing fight of Overeem's short but legendary career, which ended with 10 wins, 4 losses, and a no contest, and made the fiery Dutchman the first fighter to win a title in MMA and kickboxing. Where do you rank Alistair Overeem among the greats of kickboxing? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel and turn on those notifications. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.